Amazon Relational Database Service is a relational database management service which manages relational databases for users. The role of RDS is to look after software patching, updates, backups, recovery, and automatic failure detection. Hey guys, welcome to another video of your favorite cloud learning platform, K21Academy, where you learn cloud from the experts. In this video, we will be covering Amazon Relational Database Service. Now, let's have a look at the agenda of this video. First, we will be covering why we manage database services. Then, we will be covering what is Amazon RDS. After that, we will be covering advantages of Amazon RDS. And to finish it up, we will be looking at different Amazon RDS database engines. We have taken this clip from our step-by-step learning program on AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. Now, let's hear from our expert.
The first service which is very important from the database point of view is the RDS service, that is Amazon RDS. RDS stands for Relational Database Service. Now, when we are actually, so this is this particular column that we are going to study. So there are, multiple ways. If you want to eat a biryani, there is a way that you go bring rice from the market. I am a vegetarian, so I'll be giving you a vegetable biryani example. So you'll bring some vegetable, the vegetable biryani masala, and then you'll cook the biryani by yourself and then you will eat it. And another way to do the same is go to a restaurant which is famous for the vegetable biryani, purchase it and eat it. There are two ways. So one is managed service and another is non-managed service. The same comes into the databases also. So when we were on premise at that time, these all tasks were there which we have to do. So when you have to create a database in an on-premise environment, what all you were supposed to do was you were supposed to manage the power, heat, ventilation and cooling for that particular system that you are going to create. HVAC stands for that, heat, ventilation and cooling. And then you need to rack and stack the server into the data center. The server that you have created has to be maintained. The operating system has to be installed on it. Maybe Microsoft, if it is you are going to use Microsoft server, so Microsoft 2019 has to be installed. The license has to be activated. Operating system patches has to be added. Then the DB software, whichever you want to use, need to be installed on top of the operating system. And then the patches relevant to the DB software needs to be created. Then you need to create the backup policy of the database that you are going to create. And then think about the high availability of the database that you are creating. If there is more load, think about the scaling. And then according to the application, you need to do the optimization also of the database. You need to go and set the certain parameters into the database, what much cache it is going to use. All those small settings has to be done. So these all were the tasks that you need to do. Now Amazon offers you databases in two ways. One is managed service by Amazon and another is you take only EC2 instance from Amazon and then do the rest of the task as you do in your on-premise environment. So when you deploy a database on an EC2 instance, some of the portion of management is done by Amazon. That means the power, heat, ventilation and cooling, network connectivity, racking and stacking, server maintenance and operating system installation is done by Amazon. So basically this is nothing but that Amazon has launched a EC2 instance for you and have given you a username and the password to get connected. Okay, this is infrastructure as a service. And then on top of it, you will update your operating system. If you want to use MySQL, you will install the MySQL on it. If you want to update it to the latest patches, you will do the update of your MySQL. Then you will configure the backup script, high availability, scaling and app optimization for the database. So this all task will be done by the customer, that is by you. So this is one way in which you can create a database. There is another way in which you can create the database is this, the RDS service which is offered by Amazon, in which the 90% of the task is taken care by Amazon. Everything, power, heat, ventilation, cooling, network, racking, stacking, server maintenance, OS installation, patching, DB, everything is done by Amazon. You just optimize it as per your requirement, load your data on top of it, and then start working. That's it. So This is actually a managed service by Amazon. Managed database service by Amazon. So when Amazon offers you a managed database service, this service is given to you with the name RDS, Relational Database Service. This particular service is way too easy to deploy and use. I'll tell you, within few minutes, you will be able to create a database which is highly available, redundant, backed up, auto scaled, and you name it, all the features are available on it. I'll tell you when we will go into the practical. So the Amazon RDS, the service that I'm talking about, is actually a relational database management service, which is a managed relational database service. So you don't have to worry about anything. So the RDS will look after the software patching, updates, backup, recovery, automatic failure detection and retention. It will take care of it. You can either create a backup via the snapshots, or that is a manual way, or you can have a automated backup to be performed by Amazon itself at regular intervals. You have to tell when, how much retention, and then Amazon will take it up automatically. Or otherwise you can have a full backup, that is a snapshot every after a regular intervals. Okay, so that is what an Amazon RDS service is. I hope you remember that I can automate even this snapshot taking process. I hope you remember this. So the automatic snapshot creation is the one topic, a practical that we have done. So Amazon offers you creation of the snapshot where you will be actually taking the full backup of your database, and the transactional backups are taken up by the automated backup process. So Amazon offers you both the types of backups which are available. This service that is offered by Amazon is simple, fast, and scalable. I'll show you how simple and fast it is. Fast to scale and fast to deploy. Simple and fast to deploy and simple and fast to scale. This is very fast service and have a predictable performance, because Amazon has done the configuration and optimization part at the back end. You can have a predictable performance out of it, and it supports all the engines which are commonly available in the market. You talk about MySQL, PostgRE, you talk about Oracle, you talk about MS SQL. This SQL server is that. So Amazon offers you all the database engines which are commonly and frequently being used in the market. You can make a choice out of those, anything out of them, and you will pay only when you are using the service. So in this, Amazon will actually create a instance for you. On this instance, Amazon will install the engine that you select, but you won't have access to this instance. You won't be having access to this instance. You will be only having access to the database that is created. And whenever you are using this particular database, that is the time when you will be paying for the services. Patching, backup, replication, everything is handled by Amazon when you are using the RDS service. So these are the various database engines that are supported by Amazon. So you must be aware what MySQL is, MariaDB, PostgRE, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle databases. You are aware about them. But there is one new service called Amazon Aurora. Okay, so this is actually a cherry on the cake. So Amazon already is offering you RDS, that is Relational Database Service, where he is managing your complete database. And now you should know that this are actually non-commercial models. Okay, these are community editions. We call them as community editions. So we can use these particular databases for free. They are open source. But the Oracle and MS SQL, these all are commercial versions of databases. We need to buy license to use it. Till to the certain stage, we get it for free. That is SQL Express is the name. So where we get free services from Amazon also. But after certain point, for certain functionalities like cluster creation and all, we have to take the licensed service from Oracle and SQL. We cannot use them for free. Whereas MySQL, MariaDB, and PostgRE, they are community editions, that is open source, and we can use them. So when Amazon saw that people were more inclined toward these services, but they were facing issues because, first of all, security is a concern. When something is open source, even the hacker knows the source. That is the coding which is written in the background. Even the hacker knows that. If somebody knows the source, he knows the backtraps also. He knows the vulnerabilities also which are there in the database. So he can exploit that vulnerabilities and can attack your databases. So what Amazon did is he created a customized database using your MySQL and PostGRE. You can make a choice between them, whether you want to use MySQL as an engine or you want to use PostGRE as an engine. Amazon is giving you two options. And then he took this community edition PostGRE only, but have customized it in such a way that it gives better performance, more security, and high availability to you when you use this same PostGRE database engine with Amazon Aurora. Similarly, the same service is being offered by MySQL Amazon Aurora also. So it will be actually built up on MySQL only, the community edition only, but then it is in between customized for high availability and better performance and more security. So that you can still use these community edition, and by paying some premium to Amazon, Amazon will be even handling the optimization of your databases, and it will be secure you from the vulnerabilities which are open to everybody. So this is what your Amazon Aurora is. Aurora is actually built on top of RDS, Relational Database Service, where it makes use of either MySQL or PostGRE, whatever you say, and will create a database service for you, which will be more cost effective as compared to the MySQL and Oracle. This is what Amazon says. But the corporates still prefers MySQL and Oracle, and there are very valid reasons for that. Okay, but the people who are using MySQL, MariaDB, and PostGRE, they are very easily and quickly migrating to Amazon Aurora. It's a beautiful service, and the kind of functionalities that Aurora offers you, it is way too cheaper than you create your own infrastructure by yourself and create the similar kind of functionalities, the backups, the other things. No, so it offers you beautiful service at a very reasonable cost when it comes to the data saving and the optimization and the performance. So this is what your Amazon Aurora is. The various database engines which are offered by Amazon are listed in front of you. And if we talk about the Amazon Aurora, because it is using MySQL and PostGRE, so it is not imposing any limit on the number of databases that you can create inside, number of schemas that you can create on the particular instance. But if you are using Oracle or SQL, Microsoft SQL Server, then there is a limit that there will be only one database per instance that can be created if it is Oracle, and 30 databases per instance if it is SQL Server. Inside a database, I can have multiple tables, but only one database. That is one RDBMS if it is Oracle, and you can have 30 if it is SQL Server. Apart from these two commercial editions, none of them are imposing any such limit that how many databases you can create on the EC2 instance. On your account, you have a soft limit that you can create 40 databases, database instances. This is a soft limit which can be increased later whenever required, but this is there. You will see that when we will go to the database. So if you see these compatible versions, please don't refer to this particular slide, because Amazon adds up every new version of all these whenever it comes up.
We hope that you like the video. We have put on everything about the certification, including the basic concepts that you should be knowing about on this 8-week learning path for AWS Certified Solutions Architect, where we start from the very basics like introduction to cloud. We move on to create cloud account, machine and install CLI. Then we do security management AWS. Then we cover object storage options. After that, we move on to designing computing environment. After that, we cover load balancer, route 53 and auto scaling 1, and then load balancer, route 53 and auto scaling 2. After that, we cover networking and monitoring services. We follow on with database, server and analytics. We next cover application and messaging services. We move on with configuration management and automation. After that, we cover architecting on AWS 1 and then architecting on AWS 2. To cover it up, we help you with your certification with tips and resources for clearing certification, then CV preparation, and then we also guide you through how to register for exam and prepare for the certification exam of AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. And after that, we help you with some sample questions and projects for Solutions Architect exam. We have a separate team for CV preparation and on-job support. So if you want to learn from basic to expert level, then we have a comprehensive step-by-step training for you that includes hands-on labs and exam prep and 1 year on-job support. If you are interested in this program, then I would highly recommend you to join our free class. This interactive session or free class will help you in gaining an understanding of why and who should learn AWS Cloud, job opportunities in AWS Cloud, core AWS services, IAM, compute, storage, networking, HA and DR architecture, and many more. There's also going to be a live demo in which we will demonstrate how to create and configure load balancer with EC2. And for all the people who will be joining in, there's going to be a special gift. You're going to get a 25 sample exam questions for AWS Solutions Architect as a free bonus when you will be attending this free class till the very end. So to register this free class, go at K21Academy.com/AWS SA02. Now I'll be demonstrating how you will register for this free class. You can register for this webinar or any of the browsers out there. You just need to search K21 Academy AWS SA02 and click enter. Once you do that, you will be redirected to this web page for the registration of this free class cum webinar. Click on register now. First, select the event date that you want to attend it on. Then enter your name and your email ID. After that, enter your phone number. Click on yes, save my seat. Once you click on that, you will be redirected to this particular page. This means that you are indeed successfully registered for the webinar. Make sure you are redirected to this page because then only you will be registered for the webinar. You can have a look at what you'll be learning in this webinar here as well.